Everybody, what's good? What is good? Welcome to the Center of the Saint podcast. This is Alex, aka the Birdman, behind the camera today, trying to find the live on our phone so we can share it. Make sure you get in the chat, share this broadcast so everybody can see it. Everybody got it shared. Deuce, you done shared it over there?
I'm doing it now.
All right. Awesome. We want to welcome everybody to the Center of the Saint podcast. Here with a couple of my really good friends, getting everything going. As you can see, we are technologically challenged because all us over 30 on Facebook ain't got no business on here. Once you in the chat, click the little arrow button. All right, I see everybody coming in. My homie Sherrod, I see you. Type something in the chat just so we can make sure everything's going up in here. Everybody say hello, say where you're watching from, say who brought you here. Like I said, you'll probably see my reflection in the mirror, but I'm back here sweating, so I'm making sure I stay off today. Deuce, what's good, man?
What's good? I hope everybody that went to church had a great worship experience, and if y'all didn't, y'all still had a good Sunday. Because I did. Surely did. Still having a good Sunday. Except for my patrons ain't playing, so I ain't got to worry about that tonight.
Well, that means you are having a good Sunday. We don't want to see that no way.
No. Tired of scoring 10 points.
Look at my homie Sherrod. No, this is not a WeWork office. This is Studio 42. That was a cell phone ring. We are real professional around here.
I thought I put it on vibrate. I'm sorry.
Studio 42. We want to shout out to the homegirl, Susie Hardison, for allowing us to use her space today and hooking us up with this awesome space and studio. This is a creative incubator. You can shoot podcasts, do photo shoots. She does all types of marketing work, things of that nature. So shout out to Susie Hardison, Blackwater Media, and Studio 42. Also to the Hardison Edition, the homie Damon, who does all kinds of construction. Also the Hardison family that does tile. Man, look, they do everything. They might shoot the podcast too if you up for it. So we have a special guest with us today, Miss Shevy Neal. What's good?
Hey. Hello, greetings.
You got to turn it up more than that. Talk about some hello, greetings.
It's been a long day. It's a long day. Greetings.
I'm sorry. She just she's still in church mode. Y'all forgive Chevy. She was bringing all kind of energy all week. Now I guess she started.
No, I'm here.
Right. We just making sure. We want to send a special shout out to our homie King Carter. We miss you, man. Yeah. Carter, bring it on in, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, look, just to get an icebreaker going, there was something I thought about earlier this week. So, I know both of y'all got kids, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How old are y'all children?
8 and 12.
14 and 8.
8 and 12, 14 and 8. So, 8, double 8, 14, 12.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's just say if your child walks in the house, any one of them, boys, girls?
Mm-hmm.
Two boys. All boys.
Two girls. Okay, so this will be fun. You got boys and you got girls. Mm-hmm. Y'all are sitting there on your couch one day. Your child walks in and got a little bit of an attitude. I don't know who set them off, but you say something that doesn't help your child's attitude, and they respond to you by saying, "Don't you know I stand on business? What's your next move?"
My first move is this a prank? Because my kids are I'm a little old school, so they're a little trained. So if they did that, something wrong. Somebody sent them over there to say something got to be wrong. My children don't respond like that. They respond to yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. If they having a bad day, they know how to talk it out. They know how to say, Mom, today it was. So if they want to stand on business, they won't be standing on 10 toes. They'll be standing on 2 of them. Because I don't play the disrespect. I respect my children. I want them to respect me back. So I also give them respect as well. So if I'm having a bad day as well, I tell them, hey, mommy, not having a good day. So that right there is something that God gonna have to work with me, because the day they think they can tell me they standing on business will be the last day they know some business.
All right.
Listen, I agree wholeheartedly. I might be 36, but I have a lot of old school when it comes to my parenting skills. I am also teaching my boys to feel their feelings because they're valid, right? But just understand how to express them. So you come in my house and you talk to me, you stand on business. First, I'm gonna look around and make sure you're talking who you're talking to, because I got to make sure you're talking to me. I just need to make sure I'm not going crazy. And then next thing you know, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably be in his face, spitting, stank breath and everything. Because I just need to make sure you talking to me. So I just wanted you to repeat that. And then we'll proceed forward after that. And then I will go back and apologize for overreacting and tell him that this is why I reacted like that. So he understand I ain't just put hands on you because I wanted to. You came in with a disrespectful tone, attitude, and I'm not your friends.
That's awesome, man. My son ain't standing yet, so I ain't got to worry about standing on nothing.
Okay, no, 14 though. He 14. He come in.
He can stand on. He stands on my business when he's in my lap. I'm saying,
Well, let's do hypothetical. He come in 14, saying what you doing?
I was raised by a retired Marine, and I remember there was one day before you could stand on business. I thought I was standing on business, so I had a string of coming in the house late.
Oh,
I had a little hair on my face, a little hair on my chest. I think I might have had a tattoo at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown.
Oh yeah.
I had 3 cell phones. One cell phone my parents paid for. One cell phone I paid for on the plan with my girlfriend at the time. And the other cell phone was when the Nextel Chirp was in.
Oh,
mobile.
I missed him. I think a lot to
Mobile
you.
joint was in. I didn't sell any drugs, but I still had the Chirp.
You had 3 phones.
No drugs. I had 3 phones. So I got in trouble, and he said, "Give me your phones." So I put one phone on the table. Because you know what I'm saying? I paid for the other phone.
Yeah.
Out of my job's money from my pocket. I put that phone down, and I tried to walk away on business. And he said, "Where are the other 2 phones?" So after walking away, I took a step back on the business.
Oh.
And said, "These are my phones." At this point, so I'm about $140 soaking wet. My dad is left-handed, retired Marine, about a solid 260. Still pretty light on his feet, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he sprung up. And my mom just said, "Boy, just put the phones on the table." On the count of my mama, I put the phones on the table.
Yeah.
So then I walked away. I don't remember what I said, but I said something and walked towards the garage. And the last 2 words I said was, "Psh, I'm out." Somehow he got from the couch to the refrigerator in less than 1 second, like the Flash. And all I remember was seeing a big left-handed fist right next to my face. And my mama saved me once again. All I heard was, "Alvin." He said, "Boy, you lucky your mama here. Get out of my house." And here's what was gangster. He wouldn't let me take my car keys. So I was just outside the house.
Stand no business. Stand no business.
Oh, yeah, you.
So I went out there and I sat on the trunk of my car about 30 minutes. And I realized that business wasn't something I was going to stand on.
Yeah, yeah.
Not with your parents. Not with who raised you. These days, they're trying to be, they got this thing with this voice. They say the children have a voice, right? The world saying it, you know, the school saying it, parents even saying it now. Well, you know, I do have to let him or her express how they feel, and there's nothing wrong with that. I can say that. But growing up, whatever my mom said, that's what it was. So now they're being so much their friends, you know. I can't have you talking bad about me. I can't have people thinking I'm a bad parent. It's gonna make me look bad. That's what people worry about now, that image. But growing up, I didn't have a mind. Whatever my mom said, that's what it was. And if I didn't like it, I just didn't like it. It's a lot of stuff I just didn't like she did, but we didn't have a big voice. You know, later on, I probably can come and say, "Mom, that didn't happen like that. I didn't put those dishes," something like that. But if I came to my mom on how she spoke to me or how I couldn't dare. I couldn't dare in today's world, they basically tell their parents how they ain't been a good parent. And be honest with you, every parent don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear we're bad parents. We don't want to hear we suck. We don't want to hear we're not fine. And parents that suffer from that feel like I'm not giving them enough, especially single parents, because you can only tell your child no so many times because they can't hear yes from other parents. So you're limited sometimes on saying no so much because your daddy ain't here to say yes or no. So sometimes you have to just balance it. But if we grow up out that mentality and say, listen, I'm doing this on my own, and this what got to stand when you get older, which you'll be soon, you'll realize what I'm doing and you'll realize what I'm teaching you, and you'll be okay.
You know what? I'm learning through pops. My pops still talks to me, give me a lot of wisdom of how to maneuver now that he's 68 and he's raised me as a man and my sister. So he gives me a lot of nuggets of how to approach my kids. So him and my mom. So I do at times talk to them just to, so they can express themselves in a respectful way. But there's a lot of times, and if they were here, they would tell you, they would laugh because it would be funny. There's a lot of times they say something, I was like, but I don't give a rat's balls who those kids, because I can't, cuss, but that's my that's my way of they saying I don't give a blank what them kids do, what their parents do. Y'all mind. This the rules here. So I'm trying to learn to give them an opportunity when it calls for it. So I do know what's going on in their lives. I'm not going to assume that I just know because I'm their dad. I miss things. We all gonna miss things as parents. But if I give you an opportunity, what's going on? What's on your mind? What you want to talk about? Do you want to even tell me something? How can I do better? But most of the time, I said it, so you just don't need to get it done. No, I don't need to hear nothing else. Ain't all that talking. This ain't no conversation. I said something, go get it.
Dialogue and monologue.
Yeah.
I say it's certain things you say as a parent. Like if I say go clean the kitchen, I don't need no commentary after that. I say go clean the kitchen.
Right.
It's not up for debate.
What we talking about?
So that's on a disrespect level to me. That's like, well, mom, I want to do. Now, if I'm fussing at you about something that happened in school and I don't know and I'm not aware of what fully happened, that's when I open that door to say, tell me what I heard the teacher.
Right.
You tell me what happened because the teacher gonna miss some stuff too. So I go, you tell me what happened. The teacher told me. So let me try to put those nuggets in to see where something probably could have. But all that talking back and go clean the dishes and I already did them. Oh, I'm tired and that sound.
Listen, I went on a rant yesterday. And I'll say it again one more time just for people that missed it. If you a teenager and you got bad grades, you ain't got no attitude. Ain't no attitude in my house. Don't have an attitude because your grades don't show a person that deserves an attitude. Nah, get them grades up.
Attitude starts with an A.
Attitude starts with an A.
Not C.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a D.
Walking in here with you walking in here with 4 F's and a D. Not my son, because right, you know what I'm saying? You better straighten that up. Because if I got to come to that school with these grades, you're gonna see an attitude.
Yeah, man, that's awesome though. I know I'm still learning and looking to learn from everybody when it comes to parenting. I'm not looking forward to the first time me and my little man have a disagreement. He's just so cute right now.
Yeah.
I'm still at the cute. He can't do no wrong phase.
That's true.
He's still fighting naps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm still whipped. But I know that time's gonna come where I'm gonna just have to knock him over a little bit.
They're gonna try, bro. He gonna feel himself because he's becoming a young man. You know, he'll feel himself a little bit. But I think you got it.
He already got the mustache coming in between the black and Spanish side.
Yeah.
I would be mad because he's gonna have a beard at 10. I still can't grow one.
Hey, I get it. It took me 36 years to do all this.
If it only took you 36, that means my day of redemption is coming. I'm on track.
You are.
So, man, Chevy, I gotta ask, since we've seen, some of your material, what is your favorite thing, I guess, about your platform? What is it that you have the most fun doing on a week-to-week basis as far as engaging your audience?
I love to make people laugh. I think that I'm a natural comedian. So I'm an entertainer. So if my friends will tell you, they'll tell you this. since the day I was born, from elementary, middle school, high school, now work. I think that I've been through a lot of my life. Honestly, actually, if you heard my story, you won't think I have nothing to even laugh about, But I brought joy out of that. I realized that if I sat there and thought about what I was going through, it'll touch my sanity a little bit. So I used to just use laughter for healing. I used to laugh about it because if I don't laugh, you're gonna get it. So what I did was said if it helped me get over a lot of humps, I know it can help people. And if you ever try having a bad day and you went on Facebook or TikTok and you seen something funny, it just shifted you, right? Shift you,
Yeah.
and you be like, I needed that. So I give people what is needed. I try my best. To just lighten it up a little bit for people so that the world is not weighing on their shoulders and they can look at life a little different, because if you don't laugh, man, and you ever see those people, they always serious. And you be like, bruh, tighten up. It's not that serious. You have to laugh, and it's something about laughter. That's why you get when you goosebumps and all that. You laugh, you get tears because life is more than just worrying about bills. Life is more than just worrying about problems, marriages, being single, can't pay your bills. I mean, you just gotta laugh a little bit, laugh it off. Trust me, after laughing, it will definitely get you from point A to point B. So that's my goal. I just sit there and I just think making people laugh will help them out.
I definitely try to keep that balance even with ministry. Um, whether it's on my social media platforms or from the pulpit or anywhere else. Because it's like honestly, life we can't all go through life like it's a raw wave album. We would all just be sitting here depressed and singing slow songs and upset. Because I'm like, look, man, after the 5th album, we ain't seen no therapist.
Right.
We ain't had no happy songs, not one. You ain't been to a party yet, bro. Just come on.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I definitely understand the laugh at my pain thing. And I know for some people it's a tough balance, especially when you deal with the severity of what it is that you might have been through. And I mean, if you're comfortable with some of it, I know for some people who's watching, that's an unexpected curveball when you sit down at something like this and you come to laugh and you end up with something that helps you overcome. So I know for myself, there have been some things I tell people all the time. I've had a bevy of first world problems, but there have been some dark moments and some things that God has brought me through. I ain't gonna go there yet, though. We only 17 minutes in. We can't get too heavy.
Right.
We gotta lighten it up.
Yeah.
So man, before we go too far deep, man, Deuce, what's new with you, man? Everything's still going good with the gigging, with Soul Jam, with fatherhood.
Yeah.
Your kids beat you in basketball yet?
Well, I guess we'll start with that. So yeah, Patrick, he's 14, 8th grade. He made middle school and the JV basketball team. So yeah, he can beat me, but I would never admit that to him in life. So he's not gonna see this. So I'm okay. Jaden's learning to draw and take pictures, so seems like he's going towards that art side. And I love actually seeing what they're passionate about. And I'm at the school from Monday through Friday, probably about from 4 to 8 almost every day because of basketball practices and all that stuff. It didn't bother me a bit. I just love to see what they're passionate about, and to me, their future looks very bright. So that gives me so much joy. When it comes to Soul Jam, Truphonic, and the other bevy of bands I play for, Soul Jam, we just did a studio session this past weekend. So we'll come out with a couple more singles. Truphonic, we are trying to work on some new original music and get an album out. And for me, I'm putting out some singles for myself because I just want to put out music. Just good. But other than that, that's what I do on a weekly basis.
Now we got to pause because I think somebody's trying to touch on Chevy's comedic side. I see a comment that has
I know airwaves. This is Jamari. God bless his soul.
Well, Jamari is trying to say that my dog Chevy has the church.
Yeah, he gonna have to.
I don't know what church he went to, but the mothers at my church, they stopped at the half inch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gonna. That's why I say my platform. That's all they want to do. They never, especially Jamari. He's never gonna take anything serious. That's my family member. So that's somebody that's always gonna come. They set me off. So I told him and I warned him. I said, when you get on there, act right. And he got right on here. I just show you every time I try to do good, he always present. So he gonna say something to let you know he in the building. So Jamar, thank you for that. But
he went full Sour Patch Kid on you too, because
Yeah,
he went
he-
God bless you to some other people.
yeah, yeah, he
Sent you
just
shade and sent blessings to you.
he's gonna come. I expect nothing less from Jamari Cole. God bless.
We appreciate it, man. We love a good heckle. Keep them coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't tell him that, Jamari. That's it. That's it. Okay.
You're always welcome to go the opposite direction from Saint to Center.
He actually made a post. He said, "I'm from I ain't from center to Saint. I'm still the center. So give me some time."
Welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club. That's the reason I ain't on camera. Be on the same side. So what happens is they keep me off camera until I pass the Salvation 90-day test.
Oh yeah.
Maybe on the next broadcast I'll be on camera.
Yeah, he will. He will. And I'll be off camera because I done did something.
But yeah, we substitute. We switch. Man, I got to tell y'all, I really wish my boy Carter was here. Is he watching?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
He's a little late. He's a little late, but he say he's gonna scroll.
Oh, trust me, we'll know when he gets here too.
Okay, one thing we have to do, Patrick, I'm going to give you the opportunity, because last time that you weren't here, we gave Carter an opportunity to express some things about you that you weren't present for.
Oh,
and
no.
I believe he gave some contentions.
What did he say
about y'all's history on the basketball court? Now he's not in the chat, so we want to give you an opportunity to set the record straight about your basketball record versus Mr. King Carter before we go any further.
Ain't no record straight. Ain't no record straight. Where the camera at? Ooh. Let me tell you something. Rashad he's really good at basketball. Can't beat me.
Is that the truth?
So this is from Saint to Center podcast. This is your boy Patrick, and Rashad Carter can beat me in basketball, so I'm gonna tell the truth today. I have probably beat him once or twice in my life, but I would never admit that. I'm too competitive.
So like 6 what?
He about 6'3". I don't know him though. Yes, I did. I dunked on Rashad Carter. I ain't gonna say his middle name. I'll leave that alone. He ain't gonna want people to know his business like that. But I don't know Rashad. Make sure you tell the story when you get here. It was embarrassing for him.
Oh, my homie Veronica, who's going to be on the broadcast tomorrow, says that we need a From Center to Saint basketball tournament ASAP.
I'm coaching because I don't play. I send my son to play for me now.
Yeah, the way my hamstring is,
hey,
as well as my Achilles.
I just saw my cousin who messed his Achilles up. Just started walking. So,
shout out to the boy C Ham.
Just called. You just called. Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't messing my Achilles up.
Yeah, I did break up the basketball tournament that we had going a couple years back because everybody witnessed me go down.
Oh, yeah, because it was your ACL?
No, it was my Achilles.
It was your Achilles too? So it was his Achilles too, right?
Yeah, a couple years apart. Now, look. Now, see, usually it's Carter's wife that be in here causing problems. Now, look, here go my wife talking about cramps everywhere. Cramp is my worry at this point. I'll take the cramp.
Yeah. I don't get cramps. I've never, thank God, but I get tired easily.
We getting older.
Yeah.
I walk up the stairs and be breathing like I just ran around the building. I mean, let me tell you what happened the other day. I walk up these 2 flights of stairs to take groceries, and I promise you, I come home early because, of course, the parking spots be taken. So I got to come home early. So this particular day, somebody must have had a party, and I had to walk from the whole other complex. And I'm on the phone with my sister, and I get in the house. She said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Call 911." Get there. She said, what's wrong? I said, I'm so tired. No, you just walk from. I said, listen, when you get older, all this stuff just go to hurting you, like for no reason at all. Like I be like, why my leg hurt? But I thought stairs supposed to help you.
I thought so too.
But I've been walking up them stairs for a year and ain't nothing to help you. I'm sore from the time I start walking up there, get upstairs. I got to sit down. I got to tell my kids 1 second. Yeah, I know the rule.
Oh, yeah.
When I get upstairs, I got to sit down.
I hate throwing stuff away too. I got
You should see my trash. I have a big trash bag because I ain't even to take the trash out. So I be saying, listen, those stairs be behind to kill me.
Yeah.
Like literally, I ran around my apartment a day. True story. My sister called me, right? And I said, I'm gonna call you back because I can't talk and breathe and get trash. I put the phone in my pocket and forgot she was on there. She didn't hang up. So I'm running around the apartment. Somebody said, shit. I'm looking around going, oh no, you don't. So I'm running around the apartment telling me, you don't hear that? He's like, well, I said, somebody keep calling me. He's like, no one's calling you. So I'm like running around the apartment by a whole 30 minutes, just running around. I go, Bree, you in my pocket. He's like, you gotta do better shit. I'm like, listen, I hallucinate when I get tired. Like I'm a big girl. Like I was like,
no,
I thought Jesus turned feminine.
like, oh my God, who is calling me? Who's going? Like, who is that?
Is this my time, Lord?
Listen, I wake up every morning like that. I just pick up my mom. Well, every time she get up, she always whining. Go get this. Go get me some water. Now I see why. Like we gotta exercise. Like,
oh no, you should hear me when I bend down and get up. Oh, it sounds terrible. I'm like,
man. My friend Nika got me saying her word. My friend been on. She go ooey 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 ooey. So every time I do so, I just ooey it out.
Yeah,
I think it just help push.
it do. No, them loud noises help. I'm telling you. I'll be like, oh, just getting up.
That's why I'm going on a diet tomorrow. I'm serious this time. I love to chew, but I'm going on a diet.
We fasting this week, so I'm all right.
I postponed mine until next year. I cut back on my drinking, but
I'm gonna clap for you, bro. I'm glad for that. I'm glad for that.
I'm not. Look, man, these chicken sandwiches got me in a chokehold.
Wait, from where?
From everywhere.
Bye-bye,
I got a chicken sandwich on the menu. Let me try that.
You know what? I get you because chicken just got me
Yeah,
everywhere.
you know how you get to the drive-through and you already know what you want, but you have that that you just put on the order. Let me get just come out of nowhere.
It do. I think that's just the only way to order something.
And
I
can't
can't.
wait till your taste bud just water up in your mouth. See, I'm a chewer. My friend, we had a car chronicle. She all pick at me. I love to chew. I like samplers. Like I go to McDonald's, I want the fries. I go to Checkers and get the pie. I go to McDonald's and get a big. I sample my food. I go get some 5-piece wings from here. And she said, you should be way bigger than what you are because how do your taste? I can wake up first thing in the morning, eat some fried chicken.
Yeah.
I told him what time my stomach open. Like I love to chew. And God just got to work on me. But I start my diet. I know I say this every Monday, but to y'all looking, I'm for real this Monday. This Monday, like Shirley C say she ain't playing. I ain't playing this Monday. So I don't dip my collard greens. But this stuff gotta go, man. This ain't right.
I told somebody I don't believe in diets. Because did you die yet? No, I didn't.
Ooh.
And so I can't do it.
I used to say it stand for did I eat today? So no, for real. Did I eat today?
Did I eat today?
Eat today. So I tell people I'm on a diet.
I need you to put that on a shirt and sell it so I can buy it. I need that on a shirt.
Eat today. So I tell people I'm on a diet.
Just put on that. I am on a diet. I got to have that. Can I do that? Would you? I'll share some proceeds with you.
I gotta lose weight before I put that on. It's gonna be too funny if I put that on at this size.
I'm just saying. I ain't gonna lie. I just like to eat, man. It's too much good food out here.
Yeah.
I see all these people. It just look like everybody that's on diets look sad. I ain't never seen nobody on diet look happy. Like, what you doing on that keto diet? Is it good? Because you look like you suffering. Nah, watch me drink this milkshake happily.
I don't get it. When I don't eat, they say you eat too much, you're gonna die. You don't eat, you die. So I just rather do what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I think I want to fit all the way in my casket. I don't need no room. I don't need no air. It costs too much. So all that you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. I'm gonna chew. I said me.
Me too.
I'm gonna chew. I'm gonna do a diet now. I'm on my own calorie count. Don't be telling me. So that's why I hate telling people on a diet. They want to tell you what you on a diet. You can't eat that. You're eating too many carbs. Stay out my business.
Some of these diets I can eat anything I want to. Just saying. That's what a couple of these infomercials say.
Now, when I do watch what I eat, I try to count calories. So sometimes I'll go for broke on one meal and just suffer the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? Because when you want a calorie count, I will shout out uh the homie Sherrod in here.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
He's in the shape
Exactly.
I wish I was in.
Right. He got 17 abs.
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
And what's aggravating is he just don't get tired.
Stamina for days.
We used to be able to keep up with each other on the court. Now I'll just throw something at him. I'll just throw the ball at him.
I'm coming for you, Sherrod, because rest in peace. My perfect body is Kimbo Slice. If I can look like Kimbo Slice, I'll be all right.
Well, that's too big. Now you want to look like, I don't understand it with men, right?
I'm already
Y'all
picked
think, see what men do too, right? Y'all think women like all those. Well, some women do. I ain't gonna speak for all women, but
Yeah, some women do.
some of that be like intimidating. I dated a guy that was cut up, right? And I was like, yeah, But I was like, listen, I just be like feeling some type of way because he was cut up. I wasn't. So and then sometimes he'd say, you don't want to go to the gym. No, I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to do what you want to do. So sometimes you got to date people that's on that same level. Cause I used to be like, dang, you cut up. And you'd be like, yeah, and you need to do this and that. I'm like, okay.
Well, I feel you.
So I don't want too much. So I date people that look like me now. So I ain't got to worry about you saying nothing about me because I'm gonna say something about you.
Now, this is what I got to say. I don't want to do the work. I just want to look like that. I like Kimbo Slice is one of my favorites.
So you want to go get surgery?
Nah, I just want God to wake me up one day and he just chiseled me out. If that can happen, just Lord, please. Like anything, I don't feel like doing push-ups.
Oh, so you want the third Adam Pack?
we don't want to do the labor. We don't want to. That's why the women out here doing what they're doing. They doing their stomach because and that's why it's coming back.
Yeah,
because you got to put the work in. Got to put that work in.
But you're right. Listen, I told somebody I have a gut. I'm not ashamed of it. But wouldn't you rather lay on a soft pillow than some rock hard abs? Just saying. If I had in the chat, women, just let me know. Would you rather lay your head on a soft pillow?
We're not really picky. Big men are in. Women are not.
Somebody got an answer for you here in the chat. The homie Cachet said, my saying is we got to look like the number 10.
She said, who got to look like number 10?
As a couple, I'm saying, I guess she said we got to look like the number 10.
Kayla, what is it? What's her name?
Cachet.
Cachet? Oh, Cachet, I'm down with that. Exactly. I'm going to be the 0, though. I don't want to be the 1. I want to be the 0. I want to be the number, but I want to be the 0. I remember I dating this dude one time. I mean, I liked this dude. Let me say that. And I was like, dang, why he don't like me? Because he like the bad chicks, right? I was young. I was like, dang, why you keep not picking me? He said, if I date you, I need like 5 more women. So I need 5 of y'all. 5 times 2 is 10. So I can make my 10. I said, I'm done.
Wow.
Like I said, I can lose some weight. I can lose some weight like tomorrow. He said, I can put you with 5 other women, make a 10. I was like, oh my God, that wasn't funny. I was like, I feel some type of way. You hurt my feelings. And all that week I ain't eat.
The whole week?
I was feeling some type of way because I liked him. I'm like, how you gonna crush me like that? I was like, every day I looked at other women, I'm like, oh, she the 2. There go a 2. There go a 2. But I want to at least be about a 7, 8. I mean, God, oh.
All right, look, we usually don't play matchmaker in here, but the homie that's been turning it up in here says he needs all 14 of y'all.
Y'all not.
If her back not gonna stay big.
All 14 of y'all. Me, that's why I just like that. Back gonna stay big.
Go ahead and turn it up.
Oh,
turn it.
Is
no, I feel you. Listen,
big people know they need to lose weight. Everybody know when they need to lose weight. Everybody know when they too tired, but nobody know when it's their time. So what if I get fined
Right.
in another month or two, then I tap out?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Why be healthy and
Crazy.
just die? You know what I'm saying? Let me
Right,
just go ahead and be
man,
okay
did
in
all
my
that
life.
work, I could have stayed fat.
Mhm. See, it made me think now. What was the lady name? Sheba. Who did David look at? The wife.
Bathsheba.
There it is. Her husband must have been built because he got sent to the front line on purpose, but still. I ain't just saying, must have been built. Had to be. Just saying. Let's do that. Bible study later. Rashad say something?
No, I just had to check.
Yes, Rashad.
No, Rashad said start.
Rashad said start. We started at 3. Rashad said started. He on his way. He don't even know it's already.
All right, hey, I see the. All right, so we was having Wi-Fi issues for a second, but I can see it came back when you said Bethel Sheba. We're going viral for Bethel Sheba. The Saints don't take anything home. They got a new Bible character.
Yeah.
Bethel Sheba.
Yeah. I do know my Bible people. I do. I know. I just couldn't get her
There's
name.
a lot of names in the Bible that's hard to pronounce. So
Come on.
At least he knew the story.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Give
that.
me the
At least
credit.
he knew the story. He knew exactly her name started with, and he was close.
And I knew it was
I'll take
David.
that.
And I knew her husband got killed on the front line. See?
That's all.
I'm in there.
You better than some of the
Just
preachers.
don't preach that one. If you ever get up there,
I'll probably call her something else.
your daddy gonna tap you on the shoulder.
What's her name? Barbara. That's what it was.
Barbara, this is Shirley.
Ah.
All right, so look, it looks like Mr. Carter is on his way,
Mhm.
but we still got to keep it a little turned up till
Yeah.
he gets here.
Jamar said the devil is busy. Now I know I got unlimited data.
Yeah, we had a little snafu go on here. I tried to wiggle the antenna a little bit.
Oh boy.
But I have to ask, I'm gonna ask both of y'all because I know we have these conversations a lot
Mhm.
in our Instagram inbox and in our just regular inbox.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is the number one issue that is causing failure in relationships today? And Chevy, I'm gonna let you go first, and then Deuce, I'm gonna let you go.
All right.
Okay. My opinion on what's failing in relationships is social media. I think social media plays a big part in relationships because everybody want to look at something to compete with what they have and what they got going on.
Mhm.
So I think if people was limited on what they've seen and what they hear and what they can compare to what they got going on, they can focus on their relationships. Because I'm guilty a little bit of it too. Because sometimes when I scroll and I see a guy with all these flowers, I'm like, oh, you can't do that for me,
Mhm.
But if I didn't see that, I would be more than glad and thankful for what he's doing. The little sunflower he picked up out the yard to do me just justice. So I think that the social media plays a big part in relationship nowadays because everybody want to have that ideal relationship. Everybody wants what this person have, and they don't understand Jody only doing what he can do based upon his income.
Mhm.
So before you go,
Yeah.
So would you say, is it just the visibility of social media that's making it possible, or is the root of that really comparison? Is the problem more comparison or social media
I
itself?
think social, because that's where you see it at. Just be honest. Where's the world? What do the world look at? Honestly, without when it wasn't TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, what did you have? The little simple stuff, right? The little thing used to be on back in the day.
MySpace.
There you go. Simple stuff like that. But the technology wasn't advanced to have the videos and all the other good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I that's just my opinion. I think that's why my friend guy, he doesn't have social media. I'm thankful for that. And
We got a different guy.
he doesn't have social media. So I'm kind of thankful for that because I don't have to worry about him on my social media, worrying about what I'm putting on social media and all that good stuff. So, and he don't have a lot to complain about because he don't see a lot that's not being done. So I think that we are looking at because 80% of the day, people are in these things right here. You see, I've been having my phone in my hand. I'm actually just trying to read some comments as well.
Yeah, you be
But
impressed about the friend guy. I see you, player. Hey,
there they go. There they go. There they go.
we gonna take a left turn at this
No,
friend
we
guy.
not. We gonna mind our business. We gonna mind our business. But listen, the part, yeah. So
I mean, if the people want to know.
social media shows us what everybody's entertained by. That's what somebody said. But exactly. So if you don't have social media, man, you'll be all right in your little relationship with you and your little boo-boo. Because like I say, it's in your mind. Whether you want to sit there and be like, I don't care, he bought her a car. And back in your mind, you saying, dang, I wish he had money to get me a little car. I wish he took me on this date, because it's what we see. That's like Disney World. You ever been to Disney World? You been to Disney World?
Yeah.
Okay. So what Disney World advertises is more hype than what it is when you get in there. Right.
Okay.
So the advertisement is everything, right? And I've been to Disney World a couple of times. I got two little girls, and every time I go in there waiting them lines, I'm like, boy, they got me again, you know? So I think sometimes when we see things that's not really what it is, because social media making us look at it like that, and people posting videos or on jacuzzis and cruise, and we going, oh man, that's what I want. So I think it depresses us a little bit and make us go hard on our mate. I think it makes us really say, you need to tighten up. My friend husband got 3 jobs, you got 1. You know, if we want to make this happen, you need to go do this. And he's like, listen, I'm tired. I ain't doing that.
Right.
So I think because it's what we see. And it's people at work too. You got them little helpers at work that, you know, make it hard. Your little job husbands, and you got the people at work, the little
shout out to Work Bay.
I got matter of fact, I got a job husband. Hey, Dad. Yeah, that's so we definitely have the people at work that take care of you, you know.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah. I wonder what.
You get one of these.
So I think that if we just really was in tune into each other versus social media, me and my friend, we got this thing we do. We check on each other, and what I do is I check on him daily. I say, even when I get a break at work, I go, how your day going? You know, what's going on? And if he having a bad day, and say, hey, it's a bad day. I'm aggravated. They pissed me off, blah, blah, blah. So what I do is say, okay, his day going bad, right? That's why I tell people that 50-50 work at, that 50-50 situation, because now he got 50, I got 50, right? I'm going to take my 50, I'm going to give it to him because he needed more than me. I'm having an awesome day. So what I do is make sure when I go home, I don't cook, I don't clean up, you know, got a little surprise for him to tell him it's going to be okay. You know, just to give him back that light. And a lot of women don't feel like, I don't care about how he's feeling. I had a bad day. Now we both having a bad day. We don't need to go to the house right then. We need to go take a walk. We need to go to the park. We need to go get this thing together. But social, like I say, that social media had you feeling like, oh, he a chump. You know, tighten up. You know, you acting soft. So I just think that that plays a big part. Now, does it affect everybody? No. Some people tell you, you know, don't envy others. Appreciate what you have. I could care less what others doing. See, perfect example. You got some people that don't let social media intimidate them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't let it. They've been married forever. And that's Teresa. She's been married a long time. But some people don't let it get to them. But single people, we do happen to let stuff, because we want that ideal husband. We want to make sure when we settle down and be committed. See, I don't have a title. I'm not entitled. We're friends, you know, nothing more, nothing less. I'm not making me a priority to you, and I don't want you, you know, priority to me. So I wanted to just be just like that.
Y'all got that thing, like, you know how when you used to try to introduce your girlfriend to your grandparents, and they would never say girlfriend or boyfriend.
Oh yeah,
it's your friend girl.
Oh, my mom did that for my mom did it for a long time. Who is your friend? Oh, you know, it's my fiance.
Friend until you stand at that altar and jump the broom.
When you put those titles too quick, things happen. And then now you got to be like, you in bed, you don't show social media, show to everybody I got them. And now all of a sudden, you're like, I don't stand for that. So you got to really get to know people these days. You just get a representative at first. In the first 6 months to a year, it feel good. You just think that that's what it is. Yeah. So if you can stand in the paint with this Chevy over 2 years, I might just say, okay. But other than that, I'm a handful. When I got to get myself together too. I got to be mentally together. Yeah. And I don't want my problems on you. So a lot of men go, every time you jump in the inbox, the light bill due, this and that. Some people out here fishing, you know? And I feel like, see, we women, we look at it different. We looking at, if you like what you see and you think I'm so fine, I'm gorgeous, I'm this and that, right? give me some lunch. Help me out today. See, men look at it like I'm giving you a compliment. Well, I got to pay for that. But you got some women feel like, listen, don't come bother me. I ain't asking you. I ain't tell you to tell me I'm beautiful. I ain't tell you good morning. I ain't said none of that. You took your time out to come see about me. So now this was going on. So that's why a lot of time we get blocked. Men block us quick. Block. She begging. So if we beg, they block us quick. But they do us a favor too. So
Male blockers is wild. Patrick, hold your answer because she's throwing out nuggets.
Yeah.
That we gotta broach just a little bit.
Hey, I'm good.
I'm not in objection to the social media thing.
Mm.
I think it's just always a deeper issue because the concept of keeping up with the Joneses has been there amongst society before we even got computers or cell phones or anything like that. So there's always been this aspect of comparison and contrast that has plagued our interpersonal relationships. And I think it's probably turned up a lot more for our generation now than it ever has been before. But there was one thing you said. There was a lot you said. I'm gonna just try to slow walk, but you know what? Let me be fair to Patrick. Patrick, what do you think before we?
Bro, I can slow walk it.
Get your answer first, and then I can come back.
All right.
I got a notepad over here.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I think a lot of what you said was spot on. For me, I think it's unrealistic, uncommunicated expectations because of social media. I will say it has a lot to do with the social media era. Granted, what Burgess said, keeping up with the Joneses have been there. It's been there since before we was born. But now that you have easy access to it and you can see it all the time, I believe that when you get in a relationship, most people or a lot of these people, male and female, have these uncommunicated, unrealistic expectations. Well, this is what you're supposed to do. You ain't talk to me about it though. Well, you're supposed to do this. You ain't say nothing. That's what you wanted. That's me. It's short and sweet. And I'm gonna dive into a little bit. So I thought about this, right? If I didn't, like I said, I was single today. You know how some women do the 90-day rule? You know what I'm talking about? I would do that as men. I ain't spending a dime for 90 days. We ain't going to lunch. We ain't going to dinner.
Chevy said you ain't getting no title for 2 years. Is that nugget?
We friend, no less, no more.
You a friend guy for 2 years.
But I would try it. I'm like, if we know the women do 90-day rule, they don't do nothing. Let's try that with me. I ain't spending a dime until I get to know a little bit more about who you are, and then we'll go to lunch.
But some women, I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with if a man say, "Hey, I want to know this is who you are," and because I can't expect something out of you that I don't want to, expect it back. So I'm gonna be like, honestly, at first I'm gonna say, "You don't want to do nothing." So you don't want to, because I love to cook. So if I cook, sometimes take me out to dinner, or pay for the food. So I don't mind a guy trying to figure out, are you the one for me? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a man saying, hey, I'm not paying your light bill. I don't need, honestly, I don't need a man to pay my light bill. Because he don't stay in my house. So why am I making you pay for something that you don't use?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't, because I don't want a man meeting me and saying, hey, can you pay my light bill? I'm like, can I do what? Can you take me out? Can I do what? So I just do the two-way street. I don't ask you for nothing that I can't do for you.
Yeah.
So if I can't pay your rent, I don't want you to. I ain't finna ask you to pay mine.
Hey, let's take a moment and pause for comment recognition.
Who says I see all these laughing.
After Patrick put that 90-day pay rule in, he knew what was coming.
Oh, I did. I did.
Dog, Shay back in here. You comparing a meal to a meal.
No, I know I wasn't trying to compare, but it made me think of that. Just, I'm like, because back when I was in high school, in middle school, we called it the talking stage. We didn't go on a date.
She said, baby, not spending 90 days. I don't know.
I didn't go on a date. Maybe did y'all during the talking stage? Did y'all go on a date?
Yeah, you got to understand. I'm a different animal.
Yes, we date.
Let me tell you something about me. So look, I ain't gonna put that one up on the screen. I ain't gonna put that one up on the screen either. Y'all turned up.
90 days.
End of the Saint podcast. He went all the way Saint.
Jamar, this is
all right. So check this out. I am not the finest dude ever. I'm aware of that. I'm not the most popular dude ever. I'm okay with that. There's one thing I'm bringing is effort. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
I'm bringing effort
mhm.
and I'm bringing some money to the table. We gonna get this done. We gonna get this done one way or the other.
This girl say, "What are we, baby? We are farmers." Bum, blah, 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 blah. Yes,
They wild out in the chat today, huh?
So look, for me during the talking phase, I'm probably gonna take you somewhere to talk. Yeah, we're gonna talk on the phone, but I want to see you anyway.
Mm,
And if I got to kick out something to see you, I
Yeah.
don't mind doing that.
mm,
You know, even with my wife and I, we had a couple walks around school, but I'm like, hey, all this school stuff is cool, but I'm trying to, move this thing forward or
Yeah.
see if this is something in a different space.
Yeah.
So back in that time, we gonna revisit. We got to get everybody. If we got to go to Chili's, because that's where we started at,
Yeah.
ladies.
ain't nothing wrong with Chili's.
I'm
Well,
just-
tell that
We're not
the
gonna, we're
list.
not
My
gonna,
baby,
we're not gonna
that
do that.
baby,
Yeah,
that baby.
we already talked about that. We ain't going there.
Boys to Men tore that up too. The remake. I don't know
I
if you
want my
seen the
baby back.
commercial.
Nah, I
They
ain't seen
redid
that.
it. I'll bring it up on the next podcast.
Okay.
But whether it's going out different places or having different experiences, I want to see you in different lights.
Mhm,
And for me, that investment is well worth it. Now, at the same time, there's levels.
Yeah.
mhm,
There's just certain places we ain't going right off the bat,
mhm.
even though I can afford to do it. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit there and talk to you on the phone that often
Yeah.
when I have the means and the access to get you in person,
Mm,
because that's usually where
That's true.
the action is going to happen anyway. Not
Yeah.
even necessarily the action, or the meal, as my dog said.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm trying to get you in person anyway.
Well, I know for me and my wife, when we first met, we was at the college. She was in the chorus, I was in the band. So we saw each other like every day. And I was okay with that at the time because I was still working
mhm.
and I had my music. So I was pretty busy. So I saw her every day and we talked on the phone every day. I didn't go on a date with her till we made it official.
Mhm.
We put name title to it. We did put a title to it.
Mhm.
I asked her out. I threw the phone.
Mhm.
We'll let Rashad tell that story because he was right there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think anybody I ever dated during the talking stage, I ain't do none of that. Now, it's how I was raised. My mom's a very simplistic woman.
Mhm.
And my dad is always like, you don't play with a woman's emotions. If you really don't want anything to do with her, don't do that. So I didn't. I tried not to. I ain't say I was 100% successful.
Few of you guys left. Because now they'll take you and act like you the best thing since fish and grits. And
Yeah.
nothing about
See,
you.
I
You be
can't-
like
I
shark.
can't.
Like we did all of this, and you tell me it means nothing to you.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. It don't even feel right to me.
See, that's good. That's
If it ain't in there, I can't even fake it with you. Yeah, I like you. You know?
That's it. That's all.
See, hold on. Shout out to the missus. That's right. She got cheese on her burger on the first date. Wasn't no
Mhm.
budget. All you
Mhm.
want. That's right, babe. And see, homie, I got to tell you, back in this day, this is about 15 years ago, the 3 for $10.99 menu is impressive.
Mhm.
They had the 2 for $20 back then.
Uh-huh.
Still do.
Yeah,
And
Mhm.
the 2 for $1 drink specials were a lot more expensive.
they were.
Do you know what you could do for $40 in Chili's?
Oh, back in them days?
2009?
Listen, I was splurging.
Mm.
I had a few Valentine's dates at Chili's because it was not taboo then. It was okay.
Mhm.
What, we going to Chili's on Valentine's? Yeah, girl, I got a table.
I think
What's
you know
up?
what I learned? I learned when people, because men and women do it, have to point out where you're going, right? To eat, and judging people off that just showed me that that's like somebody using you, you know? That means I want you to take me somewhere I can't take myself for one, but I want to take you to spend your money here. Like I don't like that. Don't tell me where to spend my money because dating to me is getting to know a person, not a meal. So if I'm getting to know you, I don't care about the food. Food gonna be here. Like I don't care. I can cook. We can go eat. I want to know who you are because if you keep taking me to a expensive steakhouse and you a woman beater and I don't know it because I'm sitting here trying to eat all the food you're giving me, I missed it. So I didn't get to know who you were. I get to know who your pockets was. So what happened is you're gonna feel like, hey, I pay for this. I do this. You shut up and you listen. I go, I didn't know you were like this. No, because you were sitting there eating $100 plates. I was
Taking
blinding
pictures
you.
of them.
Yeah, I was blinding
Taking
you.
pictures of the
So
plates and cutting the dude's face out of them. Let me tell you something. I know this is off topic, but hey, if I take you out to eat, I'm putting my face in every last one of the pictures.
Well, you know what? Sometimes y'all have noticed too. Women, we don't hide you guys in pictures to hide you because we're being sneaky. I'm be honest. Sometimes with me, I don't even show my friend because sometimes this for me, I don't want to look like I'm with Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. So if me and Jim decided that this is not it, that means I ain't finna upload another picture of somebody else.
Yeah.
A grown man to me ain't worrying about being. He know he in the picture, so the pictures don't count to him. He's present. So a picture won't do nothing for him. It don't solidify him. So I feel like I'm not putting you in no picture to do all this advertisement, and then like I told you, we still on talking stage. So don't get cut out.
But listen, you said
I
something.
said it. Show your sponsor. Show your sponsor.
Well, listen, we had a discussion some time back, and people in the chat got on my case a lot because I said something to the fact of what you said. So you just solidified me. So I want all them haters out there that was in the chat talk about I was being cheap. Thank you. Solidification, whatever you call it. I don't care what you call it.
Some of them are still in here because they brought the grinding grape back up.
They did.
Yeah. I'd have to scroll up. It said something about them flatbreads in here.
Yeah, somebody said
with no drinks, with no sides.
I'm on but that don't make you that. It's who you. At the end of the day, you can't please everybody. So that's when you know how to do the what is it called the whatever elimination, when you know to crowd people out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, she's not it because I told you, when people show you who they are, believe them. And if a meal makes me be a man to you, like you're not for me. Because a real woman who grew up like me with a mom and dad in the house, like you ain't got time to be worrying about whether a man can feed you or not. Can you feed yourself? I can feed me. I told you I love to cook.
Y'all heard it.
So I don't.
You go on the first date with Patrick. Feed yourself first.
Yeah, I'm not. We gonna discuss that anyways. Usually my first dates anyway. I go, hey, what do you like? I like to cook, so I want him to see that. Hey, this girl can cook. I can cook you a little meal. So I'm not always big on what a man can and can't do. I ain't looking for all that. I'm looking for
you gotta wait for Shaw get here for that one.
Yeah, I'm looking for more than just I am. I'm looking for more than just food. Yeah. As you can see, I eat very well, so I don't need you to feed me. Like I'm not a baby. You gotta put it in my mouth. So
it was mostly my own homeboy that was, down my throat by that one. So I ain't gonna throw him under the bus right now.
They be paying for the meal because they be wanting something else, so they think that that's gonna get them there. But little do you know, it only take a McDonald's cheeseburger and a Jolly Rancher half.
We used to tell people we take you to McDonald's.
That was a McDonald's cheeseburger and a Jolly Rancher
and a sweet tea.
Are they still $1?
I don't know.
What is
sweet teas?
I don't drink that sugar and water.
Well, we used to call sweet teas back in River County. We called it a whole drink. All the hoes got sweet teas.
It's too sweet for me, so I don't too much do it.
I'm not calling anybody on this chat that. I'm just saying what we used to go back in the early 2000s. That's all.
Oh, we got.
Jolly Rancher.
I love the chat.
No, it's real because sometimes y'all men think it takes so much. Sometimes, and I know this is a Christian, podcast, so I'm gonna try to keep as clean as possible.
But talk freely, girl. Talk freely.
Center, so I keep it clean. But sometimes men just don't know that the song you say we want it bad just as you do. So sometimes when you talk to a woman good and be a shoulder for her, y'all be trying to do all that. We be looking like, dang, I wish he would have tried me. I wish he would have.
Okay, you say that, right? You say that. I'm not disagreeing, but there's a lot of men that probably would differ with that because ain't like a lot of brothers out here just scoring all the time like they want to. I'm just saying, am I wrong?
A lot of brothers not doing what now?
Scoring like they want to. They missing layups.
Yeah,
missing jump shots.
But that's why I told you, when you get to know somebody in and out, don't matter what's going on. You understand me? We will love every part of you. It don't matter, it's the chemistry. Yeah. But when you come out showing like you this and that, and you got this, you got to show yourself approved.
Let me ask you a question. As a woman, would you be okay? You appreciate honesty, right? Mm-hmm. Up front.
Yes.
Would you be okay if you met a man interested, but he said, "Listen, I just want to smash." You cool with that?
If he told me yes, and I'd say, "Well, that ain't what I'm here for." So all right. You don't find somebody else.
I'm just making sure because I don't think a lot of people are up front like or okay with that.
They're not, and if men can be more, women too. Women can meet a man and say, "Hey, I'm just looking for somebody just to help me with my bills right now. I don't mind cooking and giving you what you want, but I most definitely need my bills.
Yeah.
But some men say, thank you for being honest, babe. I'm gonna help you get out that hole. Because it ain't tricking if you got it. You gotta always remember that. See,
Right.
$100 to a man that got it. See, women don't tell good men gave them something. So if I had got a dude, he was good. I ain't gonna tell my friend, oh girl, he gave me. But if a buster did it, we like, girl, he gave me $100. But the good man don't get told on because he got it. And I don't want to tell you because you might tell somebody else, and now you don't push me out. So
Oh yeah, because they going for the good man.
Everybody. We don't tell on everybody.
They going for they're going for the same good man.
Yeah, somebody gonna break them harder than you. So if he giving you 200, just imagine what he'll give what he really want.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you gotta say, Barry? You look like you want to say something.
Every time I look down here, my wife put another comment, so I'm just watching.
Hey, is she watching intently? Like,
yeah, she's waiting for this. She's waiting because there's been a few alley oops thrown.
She said the red Jolly Rancher too. He told you.
Well, praise the Lord. This isn't anything that I engaged in.
Well,
look, if I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm gonna go on out with a bang anyway.
Might as well. Hey, it's called from center to saint. Sometimes from saint to center.
If we're being totally honest with what you're hearing communicated, is that a lot of people, whether male or female, operate off of assumptions that they've drawn probably from some stupid stuff they've seen on social media, heard in a rap song, or trying to duplicate from somebody else they got some bad advice from.
Yeah.
Because some of us as men do go out trying to over impress women who it's not necessary for. And then the same thing on the other side for women. You know, you go out trying to do all this stuff. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if I would be somewhat thrown off if a woman offered to cook for me right out the gate.
Yeah.
Because are you bringing me a to-go plate or am I coming over there to get it?
No. When we first meet, you're not coming to the house. We're going to go okay, let me clarify that. If I just met you and you say, let's go to eat. I say, well, you know what? To save, give me the money, right? I cook us a meal. Yeah, we can go to the park or something. Nobody, let me say this. I have 2 daughters. So no one, even my friend, not allowed in my house. I do not play the radio. I'm a little old school on that. I do not play the house rule. So you cannot come. And he's comfortable with it because I told him I have 2 daughters. They don't belong to you. And I'm teaching them also, they observing. So I'm teaching them that everybody you meet don't come to where you sleep, you know? And that's what my
and I don't want to personalize your situation because I don't want you and Mr. Red Room situation all on our airwaves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, even though he may not see this.
He will. He actually should be on, but it's cool.
Oh, praise God for Sister Chevy and her godly relationship.
He gonna watch today, so
that we are celebrating here today on the Center to Saint podcast.
Yeah, he said he'll watch today, so it's cool.
So you cool with that if she's cooking for you and y'all meet somewhere? You okay for the first date?
I'm just gonna be totally honest. We going somewhere on the first date,
regardless.
Yeah.
No cooking, no home cooked meal, nothing.
We got to get some time in before I can validate your cooking. That's
okay.
That's all for Chevy.
Can we do your realistic? How long did it take for you and Mel for you to take a home cooked meal from her?
I'd have to hit the archives for that because I typically don't try to invade personal space. Plus, we were young then.
Yeah.
So I'm saying we met, I think I was 20 getting ready to turn 21. And she's a little bit younger than me. So there wasn't no rush to get to a plate
right
at that age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As an adult with two adults having their own space, that conversation might go differently.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the protections or one of the things that's tough about dating as adults. You know, when you're in your mother's house and your father's house, you got somebody telling you, hey, get off the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, you've been talking to them long enough. Get in this house by this time.
Right.
And you think negatively about that. But at the same time, think about how fast some of your relationships has moved as an adult. and then how fast some of them ended because honestly,
Mhm.
you moved so quick through them because you didn't really have that discipline to kind of take your time.
I think if you be you, right? Right? If I'm me, I love to cook, right? If I be me, I would meet that guy that's looking for an old school woman, you know, who look for a woman that love to cook. A lot of guys don't like to go out to eat. I don't like to go out to eat like that. But I don't change me no more. I change who I do it for. So if this guy not liking it, I'm like, well, you won't be the guy for me because this is what I love doing. You know, not saying it's bad, not saying that, you know, you're a bad guy, but it don't work for me. And I don't want to force it. I don't want to start going out to eat with you and I don't like it. So now I'm doing what you like. And then when I start cooking, you say, well, not tonight. I'm like, that's what I like doing. So I change the partner versus changing me because this is who I am. You know, I told you I got raised. I'm a little old school Georgia mama. So I kind of like, I just like, oh, I'm an old school baby. And it's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with your opinion of, you know, how you feel about it. It's just that I have met some guys too that say, I don't go out to eat. You know, I love it. Like, give it to me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to amend my answer also. Because we have the social media that we somewhat complain about, if the pictures of your plates look lit on your page, I'm going to go ahead and take that plate. I didn't factor that in right out the gate. If I hit the page and them plates look right, oh yeah, bring that over.
And
bring that over tonight.
And I'm like Bird though, because I haven't dated since I was 20. That was my wife now. We started dating when I was 20, 36 now. It's the only person I've been with in my adult life. So I would not know how I would approach that if I was in a.
Well, before you claim to be like Bird,
I'm just saying, y'all start. You said
the whole testimony is not on the broadcast.
Oh, okay.
So just
we gonna have to do that one of these days.
Tell your own testimony.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
There was I was tripping for a while.
Okay, I am not like that. I'm not like Bird. I'm let me go ahead and clarify. I've only dated one person since I was 20. That's my wife.
Praise God.
Yeah, so
awesome. That's great. Let me clap for him.
Thank you.
For him.
That's
a blessing. That's a blessing. I need some experience. I need to know that's just what I need. You know, some people different, but that's good. Now, if I had met the first guy I was with and we was together for today, that'd be awesome. Yeah. But everybody, some people hit it, some people miss it.
Yeah, so, I mean, I dated in my teens, and
that's good.
But when I met her, it was like
the Bible said, "Man, find a wife, find it." So you found your wife, you found a good thing, and guess what? It works, and it's working, still working. So that's
real hard.
It's still working by the grace of God.
And honestly,
marriage ain't easy.
That's one of my burdens for our age group, and to kind of communicate, to the group behind us. Like we were given a lot of ideals, but the ideals don't always work, and we weren't given necessarily how to deal with what happens when it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to build a construct of how do we bounce back from and move forward with when the first situation or the second situation or even the third situation, however many, doesn't work out. Because whether it's in the church space, whether it's in our workspaces, whether it's in our listeners here or wherever, we're kind of dealing with a culture of people who are dealing with the fact that, hey, this formula y'all gave me didn't work for me. And it's not necessarily that the formula itself doesn't work. It's that people are flawed.
Yeah.
And then when two flawed people get together and it doesn't work out, okay, where do we go from here? And that's a question that hasn't been answered for us enough. And I think that's one of the things I'm working on and helping to reconcile that thing, because I really have a burden for, say, for example, the person who was married for 15, 20 years, it doesn't work out. And now church just basically treats them like they're single all over again.
Right.
Like, okay, I've been getting this thing, you know what I'm saying? I've developed a certain appetite that I've been able to quench whenever I feel like it. And it's been okay for 15, 20 years.
Right.
At the snap of a finger, something happens, and now you're telling me that appetite just has to not be satisfied.
Right.
how do I deal with that?
Yeah.
I don't have the answer right now, which is
Mhm.
what I'm trying to work through a framework for,
Yeah.
other than just prayer and keep coming to all these church services.
Mhm.
Well, bro, to add what you said, I think our generation is looking for those and trying and attempting to have those conversations, those real honest conversations, because for some reason, I know me, I just can't accept all the time. Well, just praying, God to work it out. Okay, I've been doing that, still doing that.
Mhm.
Not my trust is there.
Mhm.
It don't seem to be working. I need
Mhm.
some practical
Mhm.
answers, some practical solutions, because I'm not doubting God's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay, but what do I need to do now? Because
Mhm.
it ain't vibing right now. So what can I do?
Mhm.
And like Alex said, we're just not getting the answers that I guess we're needing, or we're not even getting the honest transparency that
Mhm.
we need from, well, how did y'all work it out?
See,
What did you do when it didn't work out?
back in the day, they had like, I don't know if you grew up in church like me, but back in the day, they had a lot of single ministry. They had the marriage ministry, and like they had like date night once or twice.
You grew up
Okay.
Kojic?
Yes.
Exactly.
So they had that like twice a week, right? So even if you was going through, I remember my sister's married and she used to do the marriage night, and her husband used to be going through a real bad. Like they was gonna just separate. And they'll go to one of those nights of bowling, or they'll go to one of those nights at the church, and they talked about what they was going through. It was like a therapy session.
Yeah.
And I noticed, like, with us being black people, we don't like doing therapy, and it helped because you got to see where that person was coming from, where you was coming from, and then really was a miscommunication. And I learned now today that I ain't gotta like how you feel. You ain't gotta like how I feel, but we're gonna respect each other's feelings.
Yeah.
So while you feeling how you feel, I'm respect that. And if
Right.
I'm feeling how I'm feeling, you need to respect that. Just respect each other's feelings. Because like I told people, feelings are just temporary.
Yeah.
It's the emotions that we drag. We drag emotions. We don't drag feelings. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you hold on to it, sleep on it, wake up, look at it, everything gonna irritate you, everything gonna aggravate you, and you're gonna seem like you're praying and nothing is going well. But if you have a problem, like with your brother, you go to him. I don't care if it's your brother, have to be your spouse. Say, listen, I don't like this. I don't know how bad that makes you feel, but I'm just gonna tell you, I don't like this place.
And can we stay there? Like when I tell you that, don't bring up, well, this is what you do.
Don't do that, because
Can
I
we
came
just
to you
stay
from
here
I'm
and talk
telling you,
about this problem?
I'm telling you, I have the problem. So what I learned too in friendships, what I don't sleep on it. I go, I need to talk to you when we're done.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this.
Right.
That made me feel, and I'm like you. Don't bring up what I did last week. My friend, he does that. Yes, you do. He go, I didn't say nothing. When I go, why didn't you say something?
Thank you.
should have. I won't know how you feel if you didn't tell me. So you have to tell me how you feel so that I can respect how you feel and I do it again.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep hurting you. I don't want to keep being stubborn. I want to say that I said that. I always said it, but okay, it bothers you. Now I know.
And maybe some people, Tim Ross is always talking about FOO, family of origin.
Mhm.
Maybe some people don't know how to express that because that's not what they did in their family. Well, my suggestion is let's talk about it and figure out how you can. Because if you going silent on me and I don't know, even if I'm paying attention, right? I can only study so much. I got all the answers, but I have no answers. I got the answers because I'm with you. I live with you. I see you. I got those answers. But if you're internally upset and you won't never say nothing, then yeah, how are we supposed to resolve anything? If you hurt, how are we supposed to resolve anything? You just don't ever say anything.
So somebody said people need to learn how to apologize and be honest about their feelings. No, don't stay there. Don't allow the other individual to voice their feelings or concern. Yes, because those issues are at the handle, so the church tend to look away. Yeah, especially when you save and you married. It's a total different ball game when you're. I can't speak on marriage, y'all. I'm not married. One day God gonna send them.
You still
I can speak.
I don't
Because I'm not a married person to say. I have married friends. My best friend.
Have you been married?
No.
Okay.
I don't got to the I do. And I thought he was, saying I do. He was going to the bathroom. He had to do. Anyway, so side note. But anyway,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he said I had to do. And I was like, where you at? And he gone. He was in the toilet. But listen, so I can say this. This single.
I know it's a serious time, but I want to.
I'm sorry. It's just in me. It's just in me. But listen, so
lucky I don't remember which one of these buttons.
so listen to what I'm telling you. So I think that personally, oh, you may forget what the thought went away. I
I
talked
was,
about the
we was talking about the marriage and working through issues.
so when you to me, I learned now because I was with someone before, right? And I thought I was a perfect person for them, right? I did this, I did that. I cook, I clean, I thought for them, I walked for them. I was, whatever they didn't do, I did it. I was their brain, I was just everything. I was like, he didn't do this. Let me do this. Let me do. And I was like, oh man, this is awesome. We did trips, we hung out, we did stuff with the kid. This is in house now. So now I'm like, oh my God, this is the best. This, marriage is next and all of this good stuff. And then his appetite changed, right? Out of nowhere. I don't feel like I did nothing wrong because we had closure. I asked him, what did I do wrong? And from what he said, it still didn't really put the puzzle together besides him want to do what he want to do. And I was like, oh, so you got people out here that's really pretty much dating for fun. They're temporary daters. They go to you for whatever they need out of it. I don't know. I can't put it together because even when I asked him, he couldn't even really tell me besides simple stuff, right? And I was like, oh man, that thing hurt. That thing hit me in the chest. And if I didn't know God, I promise you either I was gonna retaliate or my sanity would have been. So what I do for fun, I laugh. So it took me a minute to laugh again.
Yeah.
It took me a minute. It took away my joy because I felt like, oh man, why God ain't show me? I don't went to church. They don't prophesy. You gave me a heads up. This is coming. But nobody said that. They prophesied good stuff. So it hurt me for a long time. I had to come out this. I had to come out of it. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to be and I had to still be a mother.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. Forget, everything else. Being a mom and my children was like, I know they were saying, what's wrong with her? So sometimes that tear you up in pieces when you're being right. Because house women get cheated on the most. See, people, I be in a house. I don't go nowhere. That don't mean nothing. They still a cheat on you. I don't care what you do. If it's whatever that person agenda is, ulterior motive. That's what I told you. That's why I push it. That's why I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. This is why I push out my time now. I don't push out the 6 months, year, and say we together now. 2 years. No, I need this. You need to see me in and out of season. Can you deal with me? Can I deal with you? So I need to know you a little more then, because I knew somebody for 5 years that I didn't know. I didn't know him 5 years. I thought I knew that person. I didn't know him. So then when I seen all the stuff they did afterwards, I was like, oh my God, was I that blind? Did I not see all this stuff? So sometimes women take us longer to recuperate. It take us longer, especially good women.
Yeah.
It take you longer. Now your children gotta, can't just bring anybody because they used to this person. Then the children gotta heal.
Yeah.
So you talking to somebody who's healed now. So I got my laughter back. I got my joy, and I look at people now different. Like you said, when you said 15 to 20 years. I look at it too, like anybody can turn on you at any given second. So I look at it like it ain't even them. Society to me is the blame. People cannot handle what we used to handle back in the day. Now it's pressure. Rent high, food high. People can't provide. The spouses, people been married forever, been best friends and ready to call it a quit. We're looking at this type of stuff. We're single for goals, but when I talk to some of my married friends, they going, if I could do it over. Now you going, oh my God, that was my goal. So now life is lifing, and you can't be mad at the people for not wanting what they thought they wanted before.
Yeah.
That's what I had to learn, because I just be like, that's wrong. You can't do that, but you can't make people want you. You can't.
My mama tell me that, and I'll be honest.
Make them want you.
I'll be honest with you. If I could do it over, I would still got married.
Mm-hmm.
I just would have handled things differently
Mm-hmm.
because I was ignorant at some things. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if you ever done this in your marriage. When I saw my pops and my moms, I thought that's supposed to be me and my wife, because that's what I grew up knowing and seeing. So that's what I thought a man was. That's what I thought a woman was, a husband was, a wife was. And I tried that in my household. Yeah, it ain't working. She come from a whole different world. She was raised Muslim, and it's a different set of rules. And I would still got married, but I did a lot of things differently, like said some things differently, reacted differently.
You said something important. You said she came from a whole different upbringing.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. We're not looking at people upbringing. So when I met my friend, I asked him a lot. I was like, who raised you? You know, who brought you up? Did you go to church? What do you believe in? Because it didn't matter how you got brought up. It's what
Right.
you could believe. Because my mom could have brought me up in church, and I could believe
Mhm.
God on this. So I
Yeah.
always ask questions like, do you believe in God?
Y'all think it's okay for first date conversation? What you just had? What you
Yes.
saying?
That's the number one. Yes, of course. To me, because I need to know: do we need to move further? Do
I'm
you
talking
pass
about
go
Bird
collect?
now. Your mindset now, not
Me.
then. Now.
Yes, I'm gonna ask that first because I need to know if you're gonna make it to date 2. Are we gonna make it to date 2?
Right.
Date 1 is
you saying?
very important. Date, because guess what? If I didn't ask you, do you believe in God? Right? Just listen. The first date, I didn't ask you nothing about God, because I ain't ashamed of the gospel, right? So I shouldn't be ashamed to bring up God, right? So if I don't ask you, hey, do you go to church? Do you believe in God? What's your religion? What's your preference? Let's say I didn't ask you that,
Right.
and we on date 2, 3, 4, right? And something take place, right? And we got to start praying. We got to pray, oh, baby, somebody just dropped. Oh, he go, I don't believe in that nigga.
I'm an atheist.
Oh, what? We at the
all
wrong
that.
place at the wrong.
Yeah.
Two got to agree, right? So now I'm sitting there going, what kind of crap is this? Now I'm out here, you cussing out these Jehovah Witnesses, embarrassing me. And people go, I didn't know it. You be like, y'all been dating for 3 months. You ain't asked the man nail time. See, my first date is very important to me. It's very important because I need to know I'm going on the second. Yeah, he all right. He believe in God. He believe he gave his only begotten son, and that's all right with me.
Right.
Other stuff we can work through it. I'm working through it. But if you don't believe in God, I'm gonna ask you that first court. I ain't scared to ask nobody about God.
What about you, Bird? First date conversation, that's okay? Is that too deep? I'm gonna let you go ahead and answer.
I'm a go with the flow kind of guy.
Yeah.
If the conversation flows there, and that honestly probably will, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. And if we just gonna keep it all the way a buck, it depends on the reason. It depends on the reason why I took you out in the first place. Because honestly, there are some guys, and sometimes you as a man, when you're single, you're just looking for company.
Yeah.
For company, I don't need that deep of a connection. If I'm looking for a companion, then that's when I go that deep.
Yeah.
But I don't always need that. You can have company for a while. And I think that kind of speaks to what Chevy was talking about, where you can have that connection with someone on one person's mind, your company. You're just keeping them company for a while.
Right.
And in your mind, you're working towards companionship, which is why it's at least important that somebody bring it out, or at least you come to the table with a clear understanding of what the purpose is or what the person's going after. Because everybody's not out there looking for their forever situation.
That's true.
And as much as I would like to answer perfectly, I'd rather answer honestly.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
that's
sometimes it's just as simple as this. And I always jokingly tell my homies, especially the ones, some of them who I talk to who are still dating. I was like, bro, sometimes it's as simple as I'm hungry, you hungry. We might as well eat together.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true though.
True.
That's
why you got to understand when you're dating somebody too. You got to ask them, what are you looking for? What, are you looking to move forward? You looking for a husband, a lover, a friend? That's why I'm honest and I'm healed. But at the healing point, when he met me, I said, listen, right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I need you to help me get over this brother. I like you. You're cool. But at this point, I was honest with him. And that's why I still talk to him today, because he said, why you talk to me? Why you answer your inbox? Because I don't answer my inbox to anybody. I said, it was just something, it's what he wrote caught my attention. And I say, something you caught my attention. And I say, I ain't gonna lie. I do need somebody to talk to just to get to know myself again. Because at first I was dating myself for a year. I said, I'm dating myself. Then I got out of touch because I said, you're dating yourself. You're going to do what you like. If you date somebody else, you get to see what you're doing good or bad. Or, you don't want to get the rim of it. You want to really let a dude say, hey, calm down.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, that ain't right. You shouldn't say that. Because when you get with somebody else brand new after dating yourself, you doing what's comfortable, because you ain't gonna disagree with yourself, right?
Right.
So you need somebody else. So that's why I joined forces with him, because he redirects me, and every man like that. Every woman like that authority. Sometimes he have to put bass in his voice, and because I'm very strong black woman.
And I'm sure there's some men that don't know what they want right now, right? But for the men that do, I would suggest, let me give y'all just be honest up front. If you are looking for that forever, you need to be honest with that woman If you just looking for some companionship, whatever capacity that lands in, I ain't being specific.
Mhm.
Just be honest too, and let
Mhm.
them decide.
Mhm.
All right,
Don't
I'm
force
cool
me.
with that.
Yeah, don't force me.
Because I'm telling you, you save yourself a lot of time, a lot of heartbreak, or a lot of unnecessary drama if you
This
just be
climate,
honest.
you'll save yourself a lawsuit. Well,
Mhm.
Just be upfront, man. Listen, I just got a relationship.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to get some,
Scratch.
some stress release. That's all.
But everybody not, because you know what? Some people bloopers turn into real love situations. Everybody's on ain't.
Right.
So sometimes people say, I ain't gonna say that because get what? He might be the one. But tell them I'm a straightforward person. It's hard for me. Sometimes my friend will tell you, he'll say, you heard what you just said? I go, yeah, I heard what I just said. He go, you ain't scared to say that to me, or you ain't scared to say that. I'm like, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Not today. Not today. Not today. This is it. It's 3 o'clock. I'm not getting back on the phone. He go,
Yeah.
you can't do that. I say, yes, I can. Yes, I can. That's why I don't want to put a title. 'cause
Exactly.
Today I don't feel like
Yeah.
you can say you did enough. Let me get the rest of
Yeah.
this mental for me. This is my space. This is called my space, my time. Because you can't solve it.
And
You
that's
make it worse.
honesty. That's
Yeah, I'm
honesty.
being honest with you. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't being sneaky. Like I told, hey, you don't stay with me, baby. So ain't nothing you can stop me. Could be a man right here. And I could be doing this, and I'm good like that. Just trust
Yeah.
me. I ain't doing that with you.
I'm like Shannon Sharp. He got a lot of sayings from his grandma and his granddaddy. I got a lot of sayings from my mom and pops. My mom told me, she said, son, how you start a relationship, how you can continue.
Mhm.
So if I start a relationship, I ain't honest. I'm
Mhm.
gonna have to continue that somehow, some form way in that capacity.
Yeah, honesty is definitely the key. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people not honest with themselves. Today's world is delusional.
Oh yeah.
Everybody delusional, and I thought it was so much as a bad thing, right? So I had a coworker, and I was like, I'm so sick of these delusional people. Like they know better. That's stupid. And he told me, he said, I be delusionist sometimes too. I said, what? He said, my baby mama, I'm so sick of her. She just be lying. So get what? I gotta psych myself out to believe her. You know what I'm saying? To get in my delusional state, not to bother. And I go, huh? He said, yeah. She be like, yeah, I did this, and what I'm gonna do is take you and go get that. And then he go, yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Appreciate it. He said, I know she lying. He said, but if I think in reality, I'm a cuss her out. But if I go delusional, I'm gonna say that because that's what I want her to do. And it feel good to know that I think she gonna do that, knowing she ain't. I'm gonna be delusional. So I looked at him and said, oh, I ain't never think of that. He said, so all people that play delusional is for their sanity. Sometimes we know it, but we like to get in that state of being delusional, all to not snap. And I go, oh, okay. So I never thought about it like that. I'm like, you really think Buddy doing this, and but they're delusional. Some people play delusional, and some people are actually delusional. Like I hate game. Like I hate somebody think they shooting game. Like
well, whether you playing or you for real, you still delusional.
but at least he know. See, he said he put on that delusional stage, like, you know what, here she go. He said when he answers his phone, he gotta know right then and there who gonna piss him off, who ain't. He said he in control of that. So if even if it's his mama, he said he had to really be like, now my mama know where she ain't blah blah blah. And he said he'll get the phone and be like, yeah, mom. And she be like, son, I went ahead on and took that mail. And then he was like, yeah, thank you, mama. He said, now my brother told me mama ain't mailed that junk off yet. But he said, but if I spoke to my mama, just not want to believe her, I would have said, mom, you know you ain't did that. Now I'm pissed off. I got a bad day. I don't cuss my mama out. So I said, oh, so when girls be really sitting there like they go with somebody in real life, that's delusional.
He said he cussed his mama out. I'm
Not
sorry.
cuss out, but you know, he gonna fuss with her like, mom, you know,
I
you ain't
imagine
did that.
myself doing that one time.
I could. My mama going on the glory. I couldn't even stand over my mama grave site and talk back. I promise you, if her spirit says something,
Yeah.
I would be not because it's a spirit.
No, I know what you're saying.
Do it on my mama dead. Even when I got grown.
I get jumped. My
I
auntie
got
used to come down
grown.
from
I think
Tennessee
my mama
and
like
jump me.
that.
You cuss too,
And
right?
my mom was old. My mama didn't play. She would throw whatever. I grew up old school. I couldn't even do it. When I got grown, I said, mom, my mom was wrong too. No, seriously. It was sometimes where my mom was wrong, and I just look at her and go, you wrong. Like,
but you ain't say it though.
I ain't say like that. I just said
you said it though. It's like that. It's like that Key and Peele. You said it. You said it.
Yeah.
You said that.
That's my favorite. But so I was by the front door, and I'm like, all right, Mom, come tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow because this one going. What? That's nothing. You know, I gotta wait till my
I
mom
get
laughing to bring up something that she did. But if I said in the moment,
yeah.
she didn't. My mama didn't look at me as I was a child. She looked at me as I was the same when she pushed me out. She said, "I will always be your mother.
Yeah.
I don't care what degree you got." My mama was a little slow too, and I was like, "Mother, I ain't say that." Yeah, mama said, "I don't care what degree you got. You'll never be smarter than me."
Yeah,
both
we still can't tell our parents they wrong or they
right.
lied about. You still can't tell. Ooh,
Uh-uh.
say they lied about something. Who you calling a lie?
Listen, I recently just talked to my pops. I was like, not in fear, but just like, I was curious. I was like, why ain't you ever had the sex talk with me?
Mm.
I just had to know because we had talked about it at one time, me and Carter, and then I think me and you and Bird and Bishop Gary was talking about it. I just had to know, but my parents are very old school. It was don't bring no babies in my house.
Mm.
I failed, but I did not attempt to try to do that. I just failed at it.
Mhm.
But I remember all that stuff like why was a cuss word. Don't ask me why, because I told you all that stuff. So I get you. All that I get it.
I don't have. I definitely don't have time for it. I just learned to adjust in this world we live in. That's why my whole life. I'm 40 years old, and he promised 70, but I believe he gonna give me 100 or better. But I most definitely just on a roller coaster, man. Just living. It's I think just living. I'm just living, and I'm okay with the people that's in my world that completes me. You know, that make any sense. I think karma has came and got me, and I think I'm done. I think those seeds are up because sometimes when you look at stuff, people don't understand. You reap what you sow, and karma coming. So I think a lot of times when stuff getting done to us, we don't understand it because we like, oh, I go to church, I pay my tithe. Why did this happen?
Oh, it's
You
happening
reap,
to me right now,
yeah.
my children.
No, but so. Guess what? I tell my baby father that I said you were so messed up growing up. Even now, he's still a little messed up. You cursing your children, your child, you know? Because sometimes my baby's sick. I be saying, you so evil. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you do, it goes to your children. The Bible tells us that it goes to your children. So you have to learn to, even if you think you're doing everything right or wrong and out here treating people wrong, your children got to reap that. You know, not you, your children. So I'm at a place now where I'm like, listen, God, I don't went in my backyard and picked up every seed, bad ground that I don't planted before. I no longer want it, you know? I definitely want to move forward. That's why I'm honest. And if it hurts your feelings, I'd rather be honest and hurt you than lie and hurt you because a lie hurts.
Hey,
A lie hurts worse.
Apostle Usher Raymond said truth hurts in the book of Confessions. And I agree. But I'd rather want that truth of hurt than a hurt that comes from a lie. Because a lie is damaging.
Ooh, you heal better with the truth. Like if somebody tell me, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. I thought you was what I wanted. I don't like this. I don't like the way you do. You know, I can't be with you forever.
Rip the band-aid off.
I might
Thank
like,
you.
oh my
It hurt.
God, from Zion.
It hurt. Don't
Take
take
my
my
band-aids off in the shower.
Yeah.
Water running over.
But if you lie and keep me going,
I got hair on my arm.
Not as much as me. Look at this.
yeah, but you lie and keep me going, that's gonna make me, and then that's where people get this beef from. We shouldn't be beefing with our ex. A lot of people be beef. I don't want to beef with my ex, you know. I really think that a lot of people be, oh, your baby daddies and your ex, and I don't have no beef with I don't even have beef with my children father. I talk to them like we siblings. I don't even talk to them like it's us. I be like, how you doing today? All is well. Okay, this is what's this is it. I don't have time to play. I don't have time to because I don't want to be your enemy. I don't even want to. If I hurt somebody, I just send a message. I dogged this boy out one time, right? That's why I'm reaping now. Well, it don't came now. And I had to call him. I reached out on social media. I said, I just want to tell you sorry because you didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
I said, and I hurted you to where he was like, I'm gonna kill myself. And I'm like, oh, what's wrong with him? I mean, I thought it was cute. So somebody came back and got me. I want to do the same thing. And it came to me and said, look how you did that guy. He was a good guy. He was a family guy. You wasn't ready for that. And you should have told him that. But I led him alone. I led him on. I led him on. So, you know, you just got, now I learned from that I'm just honest. I'm brutally honest now. I might say that one that, but we'll take it. you might don't like it, but
look, I done did a whole lot of crying, praying, and repenting to God and my wife and to the people who I've hurt. because I'm terrified some of the stuff I done did coming back on me.
Mm.
I have already reserved a section of my emotions for the bounce back if
Yeah.
something were to happen. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it. If I ever hit a real sad podcast street, y'all know what happened.
Hey, yeah.
Karma came knocking back.
Yeah.
And it come
And it
unexpected
came back
too.
hard.
Ooh, it come back when you join life and having fun, and karma just come knock right there. Bloom, bloom, bloom.
I tell people I haven't said it much, but just in my reflections now, one of my biggest prayers is that for all the wrong I've done, for all the things that I know God's forgiven me for,
Mhm.
and that I'm still learning to forgive myself for. Just please don't punish my son for it, and don't take it out on my marriage, because it's taken me some time to really understand and appreciate what marriage really is. Even as somebody who got married mid-20s,
Yeah.
I can remember riding in the car with my dad one day. He's like, "You sure you ready to be married?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Yeah.
And the gravity of what that question meant probably didn't hit me till 4 or 5 years in. It took me a while to get over myself, because being grown and being out,
Yeah.
and I had the experience of not really having the time on my own before moving in with my wife. So we went from parents' house to us.
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of trying to mix in
Yeah.
the I'm grown and on my own thing with my wife, and that of course caused some problems.
Yeah.
And it still raises its ugly head every now and then, because especially with my work schedule and with just being busy all the time, and still having this night owl stuck in my head from all the years I partied. And she's always been relatively get to bed early, worry about the next day. And I'm still up late thinking about the party.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm trying to get myself to go to sleep, and I don't want to take nothing to go to sleep because I don't want to become dependent. And plus, when you take the wrong thing, it make your dreams messed up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't, especially if I accidentally fall asleep with my jewelry on. It's just always something choking me. If I take the wrong melatonin dosage, I'll be saying that it's the devil. It's always something stupid. Like the Michelin man got a tire chain around my neck, choking me in my sleep. And won't nobody help me.
Right.
And I'm just sitting there choking for hours. But it's just so much. It's so much. I'm like, God, I know you worked this whole thing out. You saw the timeline from the beginning. And you saw the day I would start to realize these things and get it together.
Yeah.
Please leave all that stuff back over there.
Oh yeah.
Leave all of it over there. If I got to take it, I'll take my lumps, you know what I'm saying, like a man, and deal with it. But I've really given myself to this whole family and marriage thing like never before.
Yeah.
It's scary, man.
Is it? I wonder, and maybe I need to talk to Pops, and maybe you can talk to yours. We can have that marriage episode one of these days. But I want to know, how long did it take them to like get that type of mindset, or was it from day one? I don't know. I've never had that conversation with my Pops, but I'm like, Bert, it took me a minute to get to where I'm like, yeah, this is real. It's serious. You know what I'm saying? This is real. Because my mom, going back to Shannon Sharp, my mom told me, she's like, son, I've always prayed to God that the sins of me don't be passed down. And I'm praying that now. Like, God, please don't let the sins that I have committed pass down on, reaping what they sow and all that stuff. And I'm trying to show them this is how a husband and wife should maneuver. This is how a man should treat his wife. This is how a man who is looking to be emotionally intelligent handles himself even when he's angry. You're angry. That's valid. Don't just don't let it control you. Be angry, voice why you angry, understand why you angry, and then do the things to process that anger and be until you get to where you're not angry anymore.
Mhm.
I don't care if you got to take a drive.
Mhm.
I had a breakthrough the other day.
Yeah.
I requested just a moment to be silent rather than express myself when I was angry because it would not go well
Mm.
if I said something right now.
Right.
It's like it's just not gonna come out right. So just let me.
And I
Let me
told you
sit
that
on
when
it
I
for
said I
a
needed my peace. When I
Yeah.
talked to him, I said, "Hey, it's 3. We don't talk. We good." I
Yeah.
told him I'm not in a good place.
Yeah.
This is something that you can't even fix. This
Right.
is something. This is
Right.
my inner man. This is something me and God. Let me. This is what I need to work on. And you talking to me is just it's provoking me. It's going.
It's
Well, you
gonna
need
piss
to-
me off.
So
more
that's
than
why I
what
said I ain't trying to.
already
Yeah.
am.
So
Yeah.
sometimes we need that. We need that me time. That's what that realistic time come in at. Sometimes we need that sit in the car time. We need that time to. I talk to myself a lot. Believe it or not. My kids be walking around the house going. I'm like, what? You? I'm like, oh. So I'm constantly talking
Yeah.
to myself. I'm constantly writing little skits in my head.
Right.
But talking to myself has not been crazy as people think it is.
I don't think it's crazy at all.
I know me.
Just
So
saying.
I like to say, like when I was going crazy about this guy, I just go in the mirror and this girl say, talk to yourself. I ain't talking to myself. And she said, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. And I just go in the mirror and look at me and say, what are you doing? And it's a hurt. I had to cry while I was talking. And I said, what are you doing? Come on, you
Yeah.
better than this. Why are you letting this get the best of you? Oh, I'm talking to myself and crying at the same time, but it worked.
Yeah.
It worked
Hey.
because you know yourself better. If you can't keep it real with yourself, you can't keep it real at all. So you got to be able to. That's why I'm transparent. When I talk to women, I go, been there. Not you, been there.
Right.
Been there. Slept with a married man, made a baby, been there.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like been there.
But
And it-
that's emotionally intelligent to me. Like, how can you teach somebody to be emotionally intelligent when you don't? You're not even emotionally intelligent with yourself.
I don't know.
Like, that's emotional intelligence that y'all did. I need a moment. I don't even want to talk.
Mhm.
I just need to process what this is. Because if not,
Mhm.
the spirit of disrespect gonna get on me real easy. And I don't want to do that.
And that's when people make
It's
you the
already
bad guy.
on
Yeah.
you. Time to quench it. You are
It's already over.
emboldened.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, chill. Like I just told you. And a lot of people don't give each other space. And the guy told me that when me and him just go back to back. He said, two bulls can't live in the same ring. You gonna turn up like me, you gonna get knocked out. You ain't gonna do nothing. That's when I learned I can't date guys that's turned up. I'm gonna turn up.
Right.
So I have to date the mellow guy. My guy's always quiet.
Can I get spiritual for a minute?
Uh-huh.
Right. We claiming salvation, right? We
Uh-huh.
all do. If we married and we both going at each other, who listens to the Holy Spirit? Like if he telling you, shh, don't say that, man. But I'm like, nah, I'm about to say it because she ain't finna talk to me like that.
Yeah.
She don't know who she's talking to. Nah, somebody asked me that.
You know who fixed that for me? Since we pulled the Shannon Sharp card, my grandma fixed that for me early. Her voice pops up in the middle of every argument we have.
Oh, wow.
Now, first of all, me and my wife have really horrible senses of humor, so we're jerks to each other. But we can tell when we're being jerks.
Yeah.
That's just off to the side.
Right.
But in the middle of every argument, I can remember sometimes while my grandfather was still here, he and my grandma, he would say something kind of flip to my, as she would say something flip.
And flip out your
Grandma. mouth.
Yeah.
And she would just kind of look and
I gotta
go
use
on
that.
like
I'm
nothing
fine.
happened.
You flip.
Mhm.
And one day we were sitting there watching Maury. We were sitting there watching Maury one day at the house. And of course, the dude wasn't the father. So he's running all over the stage, celebrating, getting all in the girl face. Ran off stage crying. And when they go to commercial break, she says, I just believe if you really love somebody, you just ought not to be so ugly.
Woo!
You just ought not to be so ugly.
Yes.
So every time I start getting ugly, all I see is my grandma's sweet face and hear her voice tell me, "Don't be so ugly."
Yeah.
Respect
You know
people's
what I mean?
feelings.
So I can't go there with my wife now.
Yeah.
There was a time where I could, but I never felt good about it after. Which is why back in my early marital days, I was a storm outer. You know what, man? I'm out. You know what? I'm out. I'm out, man. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because that was once I started feeling too much of the other guy rising.
Yeah.
It was time to go. That's right. My wife put in the chat. Grandma's on my side. Yeah. all the women in my family have left me and substituted me for her,
Uh-huh.
which is how I knew she was the one.
Yeah.
Potentially also.
Yeah.
But it's just certain. Now for other people, you don't have that grace.
Right.
Mhm.
I have emotional intelligence, but you try me the wrong way, you're lucky if my mouth is the only thing getting fired at you.
But that's why listen, that's why you got to learn each other. I know when I'm pushing it, and I know when not to push it, and I know when he's not in the good mood. He knows when I'm not in a good mood. He had to
Yeah.
learn that from me. He had to learn that, you know what, let me say my positive piece to her and deuce, let me get out of her way. Because it's not that he said I'm supposed to be the person that, and let me clear this up. Stop thinking that you're the go-to person all the time. You friends too. I thought you would have came and told me that. I thought, I can be the person to complete you. There's nothing wrong. Before you can complete me, I got to complete myself. So stop thinking you always the go-to person for people, or I know he'll come to me. Everything ain't got to be spoken. Some things you can keep inside and fix it. So we look for men to fix everything. We'll definitely be a hindrance to ourselves. So I'm more of like, listen, friend, I love you. We'll talk about this another day. This too shall pass.
Yeah.
So once it passed over, I can say, "Oh, girl, I had a moment 2 weeks ago. You didn't call me.
Right.
I didn't supposed to call you.
Yeah, because something ain't got to do with
Everything
you.
ain't
You know what I'm
for
saying?
you.
I just need to
Everything
get
I
this
need
off
to
me.
figure that, because that's gonna come to my level of growth.
Yeah.
That's like a coin that you collect another coin. So
Mhm.
sometimes when people say stuff, now I just look at them and they be like, "What you smiling for?" I'm like, boy, because back in the day, I would knock you out.
Yeah.
So you just thank God for growth, and that comes with that elevation within yourself.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
say,
it's
grandma
one
come,
thing.
little things come. The jail. I worked at a prison for 16, so a lot of times I go, I didn't like the way how they was living, so I go, I can't come. Go take me to jail. I don't care. Now I be saying, no, you don't. You don't want to go there. So now I put myself around positive people, and even if my family, they have a function and crazy people gonna be there, I be saying I'm not going. Why you? Because that person takes me there, so I ain't going. So I control my peace. I control who I want to be around. I control, because I ain't finna act stupid, and then y'all gotta say it's me.
Yeah.
So just get control of yourself.
Now at the family function, if I'm sober, we ain't gonna have no problem. Now we done turned up. Now I'm on your level. Especially with some spades involved.
See,
Mhm.
there it
Oh,
is.
pick up
That's the wrong game to play when you
Pick up
own
the
something.
basketball, you know what I'm
They gonna
saying?
really make us. I
Somebody
can't
done
play about
rolled
Spades and
football in the
dominoes.
room, and we
No,
sitting
you
there
said roll football on the road.
Yeah.
All the brothers dabbing on it.
Now I got to lie about how good I was back in the day.
Oh, you
Back
one of
in the
them.
day.
You one of them.
No, I used to be.
Oh,
I've
back in the day.
arrived at the conclusion now. Somebody got to admit they were sorry. I'm gonna be that person. I wasn't good.
Mhm.
I was fast, but I was sorry. I could jump.
Well,
But I was sorry.
I might admit that, but you can't beat me in this. It's something I got to beat you in. I'm just sorry.
I ain't got
So
to
you
win
stop
nothing.
being delusional. You just came reality. You say,
Hey,
you know
yeah, I was sorry. Now what?
what?
Now what? What else we want to talk about? Huh? You were good. Yeah, you were good.
Yeah.
And what? What?
Derek always used to beat me in basketball. Then he beat me in Madden. Then I'm like, you want to pick up a pair of drumsticks though? I got to beat you in something. It just can't be. I can't lose in everything. I'm too competitive. I got too much competition in my. I got too much pride. Lord help me with it.
Long. Listen, I be saying, you know,
Just in sports,
working at
though.
a prison, I learned some stuff about myself that I never seen.
Yeah.
I work with females and males. So when I work with females and they in confinement, the jail part, oh my God, they just say the most, you talking about mean, talking about evil. I just look up at myself and say, I ain't see that. You SpongeBob body. That's like your ankle and your left boot. And I was like, it is? I need to get some more. I ain't know that. They say the worst. So once you go through that stage of having people say the worst stuff to you.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just
Pick
saying.
No, you
Pick
can.
that out your
You
vernacular
can.
because
You
you're going to
can.
use it at the wrong time.
But
Use
listen,
it on the wrong person.
listen.
They're going to strike you.
They used to say the
Surprising.
most, and I just say, "Well, God don't."
Oh.
So I heard it. I don't heard it all. Like Jesus, I don't know it all. I don't heard it all. To nothing you can tell me that I possibly didn't hear. So now I'd be like, "That's it. You done? Oh, okay. Well, I can't control your eyesight. I can control what you like. Everybody don't shop at McDonald's, Burger King, when Dixie Publix. So if I'm not what you're looking for, I get cussed out a lot of my inbox. They get mad because I don't answer. If somebody not answering you, that okay. And then they call you. That's more disrespectful. And then they want to talk about you was just beautiful every day.
Hold on. sometimes I'm a little slow. They DM you,
Yes.
you don't answer. So then they take it upon themselves to say, I'm going to call her
Yes.
via DM message.
Yes, they do.
Okay. I just had to make sure I got that.
Yeah. So what happened is that every day they say something.
We need a whole separate episode.
Oh yeah, it goes down in the DM. It go down.
Really?
And they call you, and it be 2, 3 in the morning. You be like, before I block them, I gotta cuss them out. I just have to give them that last like, who?
I guess I just don't get the logic. You messaged her
Every day.
Part 2 with Chevy is gonna be inbox.
No,
I got you got to break that down for me. I don't get it.
Inbox
Message ignored. Hey, you know what to get through to her? Let me call her. Just I ain't getting that. Matt,
and
mad.
I'm not even the only woman. I have friends that be like, girl, do you know? I'm like, yeah. I guess they saying, guess she don't hear me. That's like saying, Ma. Okay, now she got to hear me because now I got to hear. Everybody hear that.
She don't hear me. I guess she ain't seeing me either.
I'm gonna give this one to some of you creeps out there for free. You're good too aggressive right out the gate.
That's
You gotta hit him with a couple hearts out the gate. Hit him with a couple hearts first.
They gonna be mad at me because I'm laughing.
If they respond to the hearts, if they respond to the hearts, then send them. If you getting left at the hearts, bro, it's time to move on. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
They
Come on, man.
See, somebody say she telling the truth. It's the truth. They sit here.
They don't get them struck up. I'm telling you, we're gonna save that for the
Okay.
inbox.
Yeah, because I was about to go. I was about to go in on that one. I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, I got it. It's another day, another time.
Yeah,
but we do need to do a one-on-one with DMing women. Like I really need to do a class to show the men, because women don't do it. It's the men. But I need to really show those brothers how to approach.
Wait a minute now.
Not as bad. Come on.
I don't know. I got some
Not
friends that get DM'd all the time.
Not as bad. Probably people they know, but the men.
Okay, I would say it is a greater
Zion.
number of men that
Every
probably
now and then, now,
DM.
look, let's just be honest. Now, every now and then, if you done had a little bit too much liquid courage around about 1:47 a.m.
Yeah, Veronica say,
might
then when
see-
I finally answer, they act
might
like they
see
ain't
that
did
crush.
nothing.
Yeah.
True.
You might see that crush online,
See,
and you decide to go ahead
Yeah.
and take a shot.
see, most of the men that do that I know, someone like married and in relationship, so I have to really be like, I ain't even gonna entertain you. Like you have no business. Oh, a lot of them reply to your story. So a lot of time I don't reply because they like, you acting funny. You're married and you have somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you, bro.
Now,
like,
do you poo-poo married men, like even just if somebody that they know, just talking and messaging DM, like it's nothing
I don't mess
crazy.
with no marriage person, but me and your wife need to talk. All of us need to talk together.
Okay.
So we don't need to talk. Even people I know, they be like, hey girl, now that's different. Somebody's greeting you like, hey, how you doing? Long time. But you a woman first. You know when this going is drifting.
Okay, so you can tell the difference.
I tell them, hey, where's your wife? Oh, it ain't like that. Yeah, see, married. That's what I'm saying. We don't even know who's single no more. The single people ain't single. The married people single. It's more married people single than the single.
I need a chalkboard. I need to write the algebraic equation down.
Yeah,
married people single.
Yeah.
Single people ain't married.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
The single people are dedicated, and the married people are single. It's like opposite. You like, bro.
Well, I got to stop you right there. There's an addendum that you have to understand. For every message that don't get answered, people are emboldened by the ones that do get answered. So as much as we want to be upset at married people for how they move, some of us should be upset at single people for what they're willing to accept as well.
That's true. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree.
That's a good point.
I did it before. I accepted. Listen, I was my first baby father. Ain't no secret. He was married. I ain't with her. He ain't with her in a year.
I didn't know that it was a secret. It was a secret. It was a secret.
It was.
Listen, so he was, because a lot of married people now are separated, not single. They messing it up. They keep saying, I'm single. I say, sir, you're separated. I get that. Don't get me wrong. You're still married, but say, hey, I'm married and I'm separated.
Yeah.
We're going through it, and don't force nothing on me. Tell me that off the whatever. That's why I was asking men when they say they're single. I go, are you single or are you married and separated? And you've been with your wife and did it. Well, when they say that, I go up.
Always starts the well.
When you file your taxes next year, will you be filing jointly or separately?
But okay, but listen, true story. I ain't gonna tell on who the friend is, but I have friends that say married people are easier to obtain than it is single.
They are, but I'm not living like that no more because Karma came and got me. But yes, because they go home, of course. They, it's your sneaky link. It's somebody fun who comes when they're gonna come and they help you with your,
Yeah.
and then because they live in two households,
Yeah. Now, is it always that, and it ain't right? So I just want to say that
No, it's not
Facebook
right.
is not right.
It's not
But
right.
okay, male or female, I don't care which one.
Come back on.
If they're not getting what they necessarily are desiring or need at home,
get a divorce. Don't be out here because you didn't marry somebody. You didn't. Marriage is not I'm married and I want a side chick or my wife not doing it, being submissive. I'm gonna go to the Bible and say that. Show me where it say that at. If you and your wife going through problems, whether she's not giving it whatever whatever the desires are in the bedroom, talk to your wife. Now if a man just keeps stepping out because his wife not doing that, y'all need to go see therapists or y'all need to go to the courthouse or see the pastor. Y'all need to go to somebody to tell her, hey baby, you wrong. Your man is going to cheat.
Yeah.
We're not saying it's right.
Right.
We're not saying that.
And that's why I was
what
getting
you
at.
don't do, somebody else will. So if you keep denying your husband, baby, it's some women out here that's in line. It's a line of.
I gotta ask both of y'all, because what if there are couples? I've seen many videos. There are couples that are struggling because they're not having sex on a regular basis or at all. Say a woman or a man hasn't given their spouse any dangling coochie for a year more.
Oh,
What are you telling them? Because I know what the church is telling them.
Yeah, of course.
I know what the church is telling them. They're telling them, well, baby, you got to hold on. You got to talk to her. You got to pray. And I'm like, I'm horny. I am praying. I can't masturbate because it's wrong, but I want to, and I can't force it because then that's rape, even if you are married.
Well, she's definitely wrong in asking for whatever gonna come with it, honestly. But that's when you go see a counselor. That's why I say that's when you take it. Now, if your wife having a mental, let's say she had a miscarriage, she lost a baby, death, or anything, you do have to give her that free time to say, okay, baby, you know what? But you, on the other hand, start working on some little agendas on the side to see, Googling or going to see a counselor. Hey, my wife lost her brother. She ain't been herself. What do I need to do to get her back where she need to be?
True.
But if you waiting a year, that means she's no longer interested in you. You're a husband. Sad to say it. That's when you say, baby, I can't do this. I ain't finna send for you. So we need to go to this courthouse. Or we need to do what we got to do because apparently I don't make you happy. I mean, come on, that's too long. I mean, after 30 days, the longest I have went, because when you go through a grievance with death, sometimes it shuts you down mentally and completely. It does.
Right.
Oh, nothing move. Even when women with bills, if me and you together and we struggling and the bills need to get paid, I ain't got time to toot it up. I ain't got time to do none of that. I'm just being honest, because it mess with some women. Some women can. Some women can. That makes them happy. We sit all the time. The project chick have 1,000 children, no job.
Right.
See, me personally, that don't move me. I like bills paid. I like working. I like an income. I like a little savings. That turn me on. But if that's not happening, I'm sorry. That's
what you got to say.
Well,
don't you get a dignified, sanctified tone?
We did good. We down to 2 minutes.
I would say, because we're nearing the end of the broadcast, I really would need some time to unpack this fully.
Yeah.
Because I would love to give you the polished answer. I could give you a couple scriptures, give you a couple examples. But I don't just like to be right. I like to be real. And I think it's the realness of the equation that's missing. And that's part of the reason our relationships are the way they are now. And I would say the most simplistic solution that we're missing is just the honest communication of your expectations. There's no way that two adult people in a relationship called marriage, without first having communicated, should be in a season where they have not engaged each other physically for a long period of time, unless they have that understanding communicated on the front end. By the time I get out to a week or two, if something ain't right and it could have happened, we got to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Honey, is everything okay? We haven't been intimate or even loving towards each other in this amount of time. what's going on. And the solution is starting early. If it's understood that there's grief, that there's illness, that there's this, that, and the other, as a spouse, you then have the opportunity to be understanding and move from there. And then y'all figure out what y'all figure out. But by the time, if you just done sat there as a brother hard for a year, and as a woman unfulfilled, and turned on for a year, come on.
Yeah.
I'm not, hey, look, I'm just going to keep it real. I ain't lasting that long. A year, unless we got some, unless God has us
for you, she turned on for somebody else.
Unless God done spoke some real holy consecration from Mount Sinai directly from his lips to our ears.
Right.
Or there has been a serious illness that has broken everything all the way down. A year.
90 days is just enough for me. You talking about 6 months, 1 year. That's why I said if they turn off for you, they turn on for somebody else. Ain't no such thing as I just don't like him. Who else you like?
That's my question.
It's somebody else. It ain't you.
But look, y'all, this is gonna have to be something we pick up on the next one.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some back office chatting and decide whether we gonna fix Chevy's inbox problems. We're gonna fix these intimacy problems in relationships. If Mr. Guy Friend is still listening, these are old inbox problems. These inbox problems.
No, tell the truth, Shane the devil. Tell the truth, Shane the devil.
They're happening to another Chevy whose name starts with the C.
Listen,
not her.
he know I'm honest. Tell the truth, Shane the devil.
With the C O'Neal. Who's dealing with those problems.
Okay, tell the truth. Applications the job is not completed, so the applications is still pending. There's applications out there, so it's not a such thing as that's your ending. God is gonna make that end, not me or him.
You know how every now and then when HR leave that job post, somebody who's already got the job, they just leave it. It happen every now and then. I'll fill up on LinkedIn. Take the post down. We're gonna work on getting that post taken down. We want to thank y'all for hanging out with us today. We know football is on. You want to enjoy your family, no matter who your favorite team is. We're gonna have to settle some of this football team beef we got sitting on the couch here next time. Also, we might bring the jerseys out next time, have a little fun, let them argue with each other, and just see how low they can go with the insults and things of that nature, because I get to sit here and watch them argue with each other and not have a dog in the fight. But other than that, shout out to the homie King Carter one more time. We miss you, man.
Yeah.
We'll give you a call after this.
No questions.
Oh, we're gonna have a good time. Thank y'all so much. Stay tuned to the page for more content, whether it's the Center of the Saint page, or make sure you follow Shevy Neal on Facebook so you can see some more of her content. We'll be back with you soon. Otherwise, tomorrow night we got a treat for you as well. Worship Now. We've got some awesome worship leaders coming to give us the state of worship and church culture, and we've got some other awesome content coming up before the end of the year. In 2024, we're really turning it up. Look for us in a lot of new places, but still also here on Facebook Live and YouTube. But until next time, we'll catch y'all. Have a good rest of your weekend. Don't go too hard. Y'all got to go to work tomorrow. God bless. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all.